Hey guys, DP Hill here, and we're going to get going on our second video for our series that we're doing, setting yourself up to be a winner in life and having great success with what we do. So, with that being said, let's get going on our second videos here. We're going to be talking about some tips to help you have great success. So, let me get over here and share my screen. And let's get going here. Like we talked about, setting yourself up to be a winner in life is what this is all about. That's what this series is about. Trying to give you some great knowledge and give you things that you can tangibly go and do. I mean, things that you can do right away. You don't have to wait. You can start doing these exercises and helping yourself grow as a person in business. Also help yourself grow in your personal life. You know, it's important for me to see you grow in every aspect of what you're doing in life. And that's why I put life in this sentence, not to just go talk about business or our personal life, but we have to go hand in hand. It's a balance with what we do. And so it's really important that I try and share this knowledge with you and teach you to do some great things. So let's see what we got here first. Oh, let me get my thing going there. Okay, success tips. First and foremost, we have to protect what goes into our mind from our family, our friends, our coworkers, and the media. Of all things, the media. We've got to really be careful about listening to a lot of the nonsense and garbage that's put out there, and tune it out. Don't just get rid of it. Take it out of your life. Um, it's always about negativity and sensationalism, and this is kind of stuff that we want to get out of our lives, get out from in between those ears. Not good stuff. It's not at all. Um, you know, I've got family up here, and no, we're not going to divorce our families or anything like that. And I don't encourage anybody to do that. But sometimes uh, in families, and I'll use my own example. We have some people around us. Sometimes they're very negative, and I had an individual in my family, a very close family member. But anytime we got together, this person was just really negative all the time, and just cutting down things, and just not good. And I finally had to sit down with this individual and just tell him, hey, I'm trying to go this direction with my life. I really need positive feedback and positive input around me. But every time we get together, I mean, it's just negative, negative all the time. And it bothers me, and it's hurting our relationship, and I don't want it to. And now, did that go over well at first? No. Were they mad at me for saying these things? Yes, they were mad at me. But a little bit of time went by, and then we talked again, several months down the road, and actually had a very meaningful conversation. And it gave this individual time to kind of reflect on the things I was saying, because I never talked about wanting them out of my life, because that wasn't what I wanted. But we were able to sit down and work through it and go through it. And as it turns out, over many years later, we were able to build just an absolute wonderful relationship, and grew our relationship far, far beyond than what it ever would have been had we maybe never had that discussion. So when I say that, that's the kind of conversation I want you to have. Don't tell your family members to leave or go away. And it might even be a friend or a coworker that you have a conversation like that with. There's nothing wrong with that if you value that relationship. So, but you got to get positive stuff and good things coming into your head. It's really important. Saturate your brain with positive books, people, tapes. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there. Lots of great books about motivation, about how to set your businesses up, about how to love your loved ones. I mean, all these things are available to us. We just need to take advantage of them being out there. And in business, sometimes we need mentors. Sometimes we need coaches. I know that I've needed them at periods of my life. I have coaches that I've had for many years that help me uh, work through the things that we do and help us grow. I think that's really an important thing for people to think about. Unfortunately, that kind of stuff oftentimes needs to get blown out of proportion, um, and there aren't a lot of, not the greatest coaches out there, but it's not necessarily that the coach is bad. Generally, in the situation uh, that I see, it's that the person that needs the coaching didn't line themselves up with the right coach for them. That's really generally the bigger problem, is not aligning yourself with the right person for you. So mentors, coaches are very valuable, can play a very valuable role in your life, especially in business. And I encourage that. But you've got to align yourself with the right people in order for both of you to have success. So think about that. We don't often think about that from what the people come to me and tell me, but that's one of the things. I do take on students every now and then, and that's a big important part before we even get into that relationship, of that coaching relationship, is do we align as people? Do we think the same way? Are you going the direction that I'm going? All those things need to happen, and if you do that, then you can have some great relationships and some great coaches that can help you and teach you to grow tremendously in your life. Some other great success tips. I know we were talking about our goals on the last video, and this is something that's really important that when we get into goals, people don't think about this kind of stuff. But we already have our list of our goals and what we want to accomplish. Well, going out and frequently touching your goals is like super, super important. And it's a lot of fun. If we use the example, let's say you want a particular kind of car. Well, hey, go to the dealership, go look at that car, go touch it, sit inside of it, smell the newness of the car, maybe even take it for a test drive. These are the kinds of things, when we're setting our goals, that will help us to maintain focus, help us to stay energized about our goals, motivate us. Really, really important thing to do. And it will help you tremendously in achieving those goals. Take pictures of that goal that you want. One of my mentors and coaches, one of his goals was to have a yacht. And he had it all planned out, the year, the day, the month that he was going to buy that yacht on his goals. And but before he got to that point, he would go to the boat show. He would sit in the captain's chair. He would have them take pictures of him sitting in the captain's chair, and then he would put those up in front of him all the time. He had those pictures around him all the time, and he achieved that goal. He bought that yacht on the time frame that he said he was going to buy it in his 5-year period. Super, super great accomplishment. But that just tells you how these things really kept him motivated. These things really do work. But it's also really important to hit mini goals. We've got to reward ourselves along the way. Especially if we've got big goals that we're trying to get to. Some of them might take a while to get to, and we're going to have to work really hard to get to those goals. But if we set ourselves up with mini goals along the way, then we're still rewarding ourselves. And that's important to do. Keep rewarding yourself, because you are doing things. You are still accomplishing things to get to that big goal. And by rewarding yourself with mini goals, man, it's awesome. And those are going to be different for everybody. For me personally, my mini goals are generally very small compared to what a lot of people I talk to. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't need big goals for my mini goals. I can be very satisfied with very simple, small things for mini goals. So set yourself up to do that. And here's something that we oftentimes don't do, and we should all do it more, is find motivation in the success of others. This is really, really important. Most of the time, we get jealous of other people when they're talking about doing good or having, a good. They did a good investment, something went really great for them. Most of the time, we get jealous, and really, we should be doing the reverse. We should be celebrating that, praising them, bragging about that, and taking in that energy ourselves. It's amazing how much we grow when we enjoy the success of others as well. And it also puts us in a position where that individual, now you're enlightening them, they're gonna glow in your successes as well. And psychologically, it's an abundance mindset. Uh, we have to think in that abundance mindset, I think, to help us grow. And man, I love it when I see people hit great goals, and it does motivate me, especially the people that I'm kind of chasing. Uh, you know, I always try and keep some of those people out there in front of me. My mentors and everything are out there ahead of me, and I'm constantly trying to catch them. That's one of the games I play with myself. And so when they accomplish something big, I celebrate in that because I want to go after that same type of a goal for whatever it is for me. It may not be the same thing, but it motivates me to want to go and achieve more. So taking success and letting it motivate you with your friends around you is a phenomenal thing to do. And I encourage everybody to do that. So this is our tips for success video number 2. And we're going to be bringing you more. Like I said, if you guys like this, please, if you like this, please go and give us a thumbs up, give us some great reviews. Let us know what you think about these videos. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Till then, bye.